Hello everyone. So in this video I am going to give you a quick solution of top 11 questions from the chapter electrochemistry. These questions already had come in the previous year NEET exams. So let's start it. The first question. Zinc can be coated on iron to produce galvanized iron, but the reverse process is not possible. We all know that zinc can be coated on iron in the process of galvanization, but the iron cannot be coated on zinc. Why it is? So four options are given below. The first one is zinc is lighter than iron. This is not true. The second option is zinc has lower melting point. This is also not true. Let's see the third option. Zinc has lower negative electrode potential value than iron, and the fourth option is zinc has higher negative electrode potential value than iron. So in the third and fourth option, electrode potential value is mentioned. So we have to first know what is the electrode potential value of zinc and what is the electrode potential value of iron. So let's see it. In case of zinc, okay, so from zinc ion to zinc is produced if it accepts 2 electron, right? So from here to here it is reduction. So in that case the E0 value is minus 0.76 volt. In case of iron, Fe2 plus 2 Fe, here also 2 electron is taken by the Fe2 plus ion and it is reduced to here. So here E0 value is minus 0.44 volt. Now see, zinc has higher electrode potential value than iron, right? Now always remember the point that the metal with higher negative SRP, higher negative SRP means standard reduction potential value, okay, then that metal have higher tendency to get reduced, okay. This is a very important point you have to remember. The metal with higher negative SRP value have higher tendency to get reduced itself, okay. So here you can see the higher potential value is this one, minus 0.76 volt. That is, zinc has higher negative electrode potential value than iron. The fourth option is the right option. Now let's move to the next question. The pressure of hydrogen required to make the potential of hydrogen electrode 0 in pure water at 298 Kelvin is. You have to find out here the pressure of hydrogen. So four options are given. So let's see. First, again read the question. The pressure of hydrogen required to make the potential of H2 electrode 0 in pure water. Okay, so from this question we have to write the reduction equation from H plus to H2. This is gas, okay. So 2 hydrogen, so put here 2H plus. So to make it H2 we need 2 electron. This is the reduction reaction part. Now in the question it is mentioned pure water, okay. So in the pure water we know the pH is 7, right? So pH equal to, we know, minus log of concentration of H plus ion, that is 7. Now if we eliminate the log, then the concentration of H plus ion equal to 10 to the power minus 7, right? That means in the pure water the H plus ion concentration is 10 to the power minus 7. Now again, we also know the Nernst equation, okay, where E equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 by n log of reduction part divided by oxidation part. Here reduction part is this one. So pressure of hydrogen divided by H plus ion concentration 2. So here it is square. Now put the values here. The E0 cell value is 0 minus 0.059 n means number of electrons. Here it is 2. So put 2. Then log of pressure of hydrogen, we have to find out this one, we don't know the value, and H plus ion concentration in the pure water 10 to the power minus 7. So 10 to the power minus 7 whole square. Now see 0 minus 0.59 by 2 log of, after square the value will be 10 to the power minus 14, right? And here it is pH2. Now see it carefully. In the question it is said we have to make the potential of H2 electrode 0. That means we have to make this value 0. Now see the log part. In the lower part it is 10 to the power minus 14. Now if in the upper part it is also 10 to the power minus 14, then the upper and lower part will cancel out each other and the value will be here log 1, and log 1 value we know 0. If log 1 value is 0 here, then the whole part will be 0 and the E value will be 0. So here we can easily assume that the pressure of hydrogen must be 10 to the power minus 14 atmosphere. Only then the E value will be 0. So the right option is the option 2, the option 3, 10 to the power minus 14 atmosphere. Now let's see the third question. The molar conductivity of a 0.5 mole per dm cube solution of silver nitrate AgNO3 with electrolytic conductivity of 5.76 into 10 to the power minus 3 Simon per centimeter at 298 Kelvin is. Here it is asked to find out the molar conductivity of silver nitrate solution where the concentration is given 0.5 mole and electrolytic conductivity is also given 5.76. So we know the molar conductivity formula. Molar conductivity equal to what? Electrolytic conductivity into 1000 divided by concentration. Okay, so now the electrolytic conductivity value is 5.76 into 10 to the power minus 3. So put this value, okay, into 1000. Now C means concentration. Here given silver nitrate solution concentration is 0.5 mole. So put here the value 0.5. Now do the calculation. First simplify the point value. If you write 5.7 10 to the power minus 3, here it is 10 cube, we can write it like this, then 0.5, this one will cancel out each other, now remain 5.76. Always do the simplify first and then calculate. You can write also like this way, 576 divided by 100 into 5 by 10, like this. So after doing the calculation you will get the value 11.52 Simon centimeter square per mole. Okay, 11.52. So let's see the option. Where is 11.52? Here. So this is the right answer. Next question. The number of electron derived at the cathode during electrolysis by a current of 1 ampere in 60 seconds is. The number of electron derived, you have to find out the number of electron. What is given? 1 ampere current and 60 second time. So we know the formula Q equal to IT, right, to T, where Q is the charge, I is the current which is measured in ampere, and T is the time which is measured in second. Okay, so we don't know this value, but we have this current value and time value. So current is 1 ampere, time is 60 seconds. Okay, so the charge 60 and charge unit is coulomb. So the number of electron, we have to find out this. We know only one thing, that this number of electrons have this 60 coulomb charge. Okay, now we know 1 electron has the charge value given here, 1.60 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. That means this amount of charge is for 1 electron. Then 60 coulomb charge is for how many electron? Just simple calculation. Okay, so if you do the calculation, then you will get 3.75 into 10 to the power 20. So this is the number of electrons. So here the option is the third one. The next question. During the electrolysis of molten sodium chloride, the time required to produce 0.1 mole of chlorine gas using a current of 3 ampere is. Again read. During the electrolysis of molten sodium chloride, that means if sodium chloride undergoes electrolysis process, then it will give two ion, one is Na plus and another one is Cl minus. Okay, the time required to produce 0.1 mole of chlorine gas using a current of 3 ampere is. That means you have to find out the time. Now see here is the Cl minus ion. So from Cl minus ion the chlorine gas will form. Okay, so in the chlorine gas 2 atoms are there, so the ions will be 2. You need to eliminate, here it is minus n, eliminate 2 electron, or you can also write 2 Cl minus Cl2 plus 2 electron. Okay, so from this equation we can say to produce 1 mole of chlorine gas you need 2 electric charge. So 1 mole of chlorine gas you need 2 electric charge. You can also write it as 2 Faraday. Okay, Faraday is also the unit of electric charge. So 2 Faraday. Now we know 1 Faraday equal to 96,500 coulomb. So here 2 Faraday means 2 into 96,500 coulomb. Okay, so now this charge is for 1 mole. Now in the question 0.1 mole chlorine. Okay, so for 0.1 mole of chlorine gas, what will be the electric charge? 2 into 96500 into 0.1 coulomb. Okay, so again go to the question. You have to find out the time. Okay, you have the current 3 amp and also the charge this. So we know the formula Q equal to I into T. Okay, Q is the charge, I is the current, and T is the time. The charge is this much, so put this value 500 into 0.1. I value is 3 ampere, so 3 into T you have to calculate. So T equal to divided by 3. Now this value will come in second, but see the options, all the options are in minutes, so you need to divide this whole value by 60. Okay, 96500 to 0.1 in minute. After calculation you will get 110 minute. So the right option is the second one. Come to the next question. E0 cell equal to negative value. You have to find out delta G0 value and K equilibrium value. 4 options are given. Whether the delta 0 value is greater than 0 and K equilibrium is less than 1. Delta Z0 value is greater than 0 and K equilibrium is greater than 1. Delta Z0 value is less than 0, K equilibrium is greater than 1. Delta Z0 is less than 0 but K equilibrium is also less than 1. So which one is the right? So let's see. The first, what is the formula of delta 0? The simple formula is delta 0 equal to minus NF E0. Okay, now see, E0 cell value is negative, so minus already present in the formula, then NF E0 value is negative, so 2 negative, so ultimately we will get a positive result here, positive value of delta Z0. So delta Z0 value positive means it has a value which is higher than 0. That means it can be 1, 2, 3, anything. So delta G0 value is higher than 0. So now see the option. Here it is greater than 0. It is also greater than 0. But in these two, these are less than 0. So these two are false. Now let's find out the K equilibrium value. Okay. Now another formula of delta G0 equal to minus nRT log of K. Okay. Now this one is positive. Here it is negative nRT, and we have to find out the K value. Now if we write like this way, log K equal to, this is the positive value and the below part it is minus nRT, that is negative value. So positive divided by negative, you will get ultimately the negative. Okay, so log K equal to negative. So K equal to, you can write 10 to the power minus negative. So minus means less than 1. Come to the question. From the first two options, which one is less than? This one. Okay, less than 1. So this is the right option. So here is the next question. Don't be afraid of big questions. Once you read it, it will be easy. So let's read it. In electrochemical cell, here is a cell is given. The EMF of the Daniell cell is E1. When the concentration of zinc SO4 is changed to 1 mole and that of copper sulfate changed to 0.01 mole, the EMF changes to E2. So from the followings, which one is the relationship between E1 and E2? 4 options are given. So to find it out, we have to find out first the E1 and E2 value. After that only we can say whether E1 is less than E2 or E1 is greater than E2, equal to E2, or what it is. So first write the electrochemical cell. Okay, zinc ZnSO4 0.01 mole, then salt bridge, then copper sulfate 1.0 mole, and then copper. In any electrochemical series, just remember one thing, this part is actually anode. Okay, this is salt bridge and this part is cathode. Okay, so in short you can also remember A, then bridge B, and cathode C, ABC. Okay, so now write down the anode part reaction. Anode reaction from zinc to, in ZnSO4 zinc is present as Zn2 plus, so here the reaction will be zinc to zinc 2 plus. Okay, so you need here 2 electrons, and the cathode reaction copper sulfate to copper. No, in the copper sulfate copper is present as copper 2 plus, so from copper 2 plus to copper, so it is 2 electron. Okay, now the total reaction, see 2 electron cancel out, so zinc plus copper 2 plus arrow, zinc 2 plus plus copper. This one is solid, this is ion, and this one is solid. So in the first case, you just write first case. The first case, the copper 2 plus ion concentration is 1 mole and zinc ion concentration is 0.01 mole, right? So in the first case, copper 2 plus is 1 mole and zinc 2 plus is 0.01 mole. Okay, so from these two value we can calculate the K equilibrium value. So K equilibrium equal to concentration of the product ion divided by concentration of the reactant ion. We will not count the solid part because the solid portion's concentration is considered as 1 in case of equilibrium calculation. So just consider the ions. Here Zn2 plus concentration reactant part and product part, and reactant part it is copper 2 plus to 0.01 divided by 1 equal to 10 to the power minus 2. Now if you write the Nernst equation, E cell equal to E naught cell minus RT by NF log of K. So now put the values, E naught cell minus, in the question RT by F value is given, right, 0.059. So put this value here, 0.059 by N. N means number of electrons. So in this process you can see 2 electrons are there in each case. So the number of electron is 2. Then log of K. K value we have 10 to the power minus 2. So just put here 10 to the power minus 2. Now after calculation you will get E0 cell minus 0.059 by 2. This minus 2 will come in front of that log, so minus 2 into log 10 means 1. So 2 cancel, minus it will be plus. So E0 cell plus 0.059. This is the first E1 case. Okay, the first E1 case. Now let's find out the E2 case, because here it is said that the first case is E1 and then it comes to E2. So now similarly, after changing the concentration, let's find out the E2 case. So in the second case, copper 2 plus concentration changed to 0.1 m and Zn2 plus concentration changes to 1 m. So in this case, K value will be okay, so 1 by 0.01, so the value will be 10 to the power 2, 10 square. Okay, so in this case, what will be the E2 cell value? Equal to E naught cell minus, everything is same like this, 0.059 by 2 log of K value will be different. Here it is the K value, 10 square, so put here 10 square. So here you will get minus 0.059 by 2, like that. Okay, so 2 to cancel out, here it is minus. So this is the E2 case, right? So you can see in the E1 it is plus and in the E2 it is minus. So obviously here it is plus, means this value is higher than this value. So the right option will be E1 is greater than E2. So let's see the options first. E1 is greater than E2. So this is the right option. Next question. Consider the change in oxidation state of bromine corresponding to different EMF values as shown in the diagram below. The species undergoing disproportion is, these are the options. So again read the question. Consider the change in oxidation state of bromine corresponding to different EMF values as shown in the diagram. Now the species which undergo disproportion, among this species which one undergo disproportion, we have to find it out. So to solve this question, first we have to know the main point is what is disproportion reaction. Okay, what is this? Now see, disproportion reaction is that reaction in which same species, okay, same species undergoes oxidation and reduction. That means same species is oxidized and reduced. Okay, so we have to find out which species undergoes both oxidation and reduction. So let's start. First take this one. Okay, BrO3 minus. So from BrO3 minus to HBrO, the EMF value is 1.5 volt in the first case. Okay, or else you here also you can write BrO3 minus and HBrO equal to 1.5 volt. Okay, now BrO3, here is another reaction, BrO4 minus to BrO3 minus. So if we reverse the reaction, that is from BrO3 minus to BrO4 minus, if we write it like this way, then this value here it is positive. When we will reverse the reaction, then this value will be negative. So we will put one minus sign before it. So the EMF value of BrO3 minus and BrO4 minus equal to minus 1.82 volt. Okay, so if now we combine these two equations, so BrO3 2BrO3 minus arrow HBrO plus BrO4 minus. Okay, now see here the oxidation state of bromine, how much it is, +5, here it is +1, and here it is +7. I hope you know how to find out the oxidation. So now see here it is +5, so from +5 to +1 it is reduction, the BrO3 minus is reduced, and from +5 to +7 it is here oxidized. Okay, now let's find out the E0 cell. E0 cell equal to, we know, E0 reduction part plus E0 oxidation part. So you can also say E0 cell or E0 cell, whatever you want. So now reduction part is from BrO3 to HBrO. So from BrO3 to HBrO the value is 1.5. So put here 1.5 plus oxidation value. So oxidation is from BrO3 to BrO4. Here the value is minus 1.82. So put here minus 1.82. So the result is minus 0.32 volt. Okay, this is the E0 cell for BrO3 minus. This is for BrO3 minus. Okay, now let's consider from the diagram the next one, HBrO. So from HBrO to here Br2. So right here HBrO to Br2, here the EMF value is equal to 1.595 volt. Okay, so let's come to the diagram again. From HBrO to, here is another part, we will reverse the reaction, HBrO to BrO3 minus. So right here HBrO to BrO3 minus. So in that case EMF value will be, the value will be same but the sign will be opposite. So here it will be minus 1.5 volt. So right here minus 1.5 volt. Now combine these two reaction. So 2HBrO arrow Br2 plus BrO3 minus. Okay, so here you can see the charge is +1, here it is 0, here it is +5. So from here to here it is reduction, but from here to here this is oxidation. So again the same formula, E0 cell equal to reduction plus oxidation value. So reduction value is from HBrO to Br2, that is 1.595. So 1.595 plus oxidation value is minus 1.5. So minus 1.5 volt. So the result will be 0.095 volt. Okay, so this E0 cell value is for HBrO. Okay, Now next again come to the diagram. Now take Br2. Okay. So now take Br2. So from Br2 to we are getting Br minus one part, right? Br2 to Br minus. Okay. Here the EMF value of Br2 to Br minus equal to 1.0652, right? So right here 1.0652 value. Now take the another part, that is HBRO to Br2. So just reverse the reaction, Br2 to HBRO, then this value will be same but the sign will be different, it will be minus. So Br2 to HBRO, Br2 to HBRO, and the E value Br2 to HBRO, it will be minus 1.595. So 1.595 volt. Okay. Now again combine these two reactions. So 2Br2 Br minus plus HBRO. Now again see, here it is 0 oxidation state, here it is minus 1, and here it is plus 1. So from here to here it is reduction, and from here to here it is oxidation. Okay. So similar formula, again find out the E0 cell for Br2. E of reduction plus E0 value of oxidation. Okay. So reduction value Br2 to Br minus, this is the value 1.0652, plus oxidation value Br2 to HBRO, Br2 to HBRO minus 1.595, minus 1.595. This is the volt. So if you do the calculation, you will get minus 0.5298 volt. Okay. This is a part, this is another part, and here is the another part. So among these three parts, you can see among these three parts this value is positive. So always remember, when the E0 cell value is positive, that means that reaction is spontaneous. So we have to count the positive value. So this one is the positive value, and this E0 cell value is for HBRO. So that means the disproportion species in this reaction is HBRO. So from the options, the right option is this one, HBRO. Next question. For a cell involving one electron, E0 cell equal to 0.59 volt at 298 Kelvin. The equilibrium constant for the cell reaction is. So here you have to find out the equilibrium constant, that is K. E0 cell value is given. So the formula you know. Okay, this formula you know. So this value is given here. So put this value. Then this part, n, number of electrons 1, log of K. We have to find out this. So log K equal to 0.59 by 0.059. So it is 10. So K equal to 10 to the power 10. If we eliminate the log, then K equal to 10 to the power 10. So now see the values here where the 10 to the power 10 is present. So this is the right answer. So this is the 10th question of today's video. The standard electrode potential value of this are this respectively. The correct decreasing order of reducing power of the metal is. So when standard electrode potential values are given and they asked you to find out the decreasing order of the reducing power, so in these types of problems you have to learn the EMF series. So there is a fact in the EMF series, and that one is, in the EMF series, if you go from top to bottom, the SRP value decreases. Okay, from top to bottom the SRP value decreases. Now if you go from bottom to top, then the SOP value decreases. Now what is SRP and what is SOP? SRP means standard reduction potential value and SOP means standard oxidation potential value. Now in this question these values are actually SRP value. Why? Because let's see the first example. From Al3 plus to Al. So Al3 plus is receiving electron and then it forms aluminium Al. Similarly the other cases, the first one is receiving electron then form the second one. Okay, so these are actually SRP values because these are actually receiving the electrons. So now the question is the correct decreasing order of the reducing power of the metal. So always remember, higher the negative SRP value, higher is the tendency to reduce. Okay, higher the negative SRP value, higher is the tendency to reduce. So now see these values, which one is higher and negative? This one, right? This one. For K plus and K, this one is higher and negative. So first come K, then next negative is this one, less than this, so aluminium. So write down aluminium. Then it comes chromium. So write chromium. And then at the last it comes this one, the positive value, silver. Okay, now see the options where it is present. K, aluminium, chromium, silver, the second option. So this is the right answer. So this is the last question for today's video. For the cell reaction, this is the cell reaction. E naught cell equal to 0.24 volt at 298 Kelvin. The standard Gibbs energy delta G naught of the cell reaction is. 4 options are there. You have to find out the Gibbs energy. E naught cell value is given. So we know the formula F E naught cell. Okay, so equal to N means number of electron. Now just check here, from Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus, it needs 1 electron to form Fe2 plus from Fe3 plus. Okay, now there are 2 Fe3 plus, right? So for 1 Fe3 plus it needs 1 electron to form 1 Fe2 plus. If here it is 2 Fe3 plus, then it needs 2 electron to form 2 Fe2 plus. Okay, so the number of electron is 2. You can check the other case, I minus 2 I2. So write it here, I minus 2 I2. So 2I, so here it will be 2I minus. So for 2I minus, it's 2 electron. then it will form I2. Okay, so the number of electron is 2, so minus 2 into Faraday value we know 96,500 coulomb, into inner cell value it is given 0.24 volt, so write here 0.24. After calculation you will get minus 46.32 kilojoule per mole. So the right option is the first option. So I hope this video is helpful. So keep practicing and keep learning. Thank you.